One man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, is this actually true? Because we hear it all the time. Well, today I'll be buying people's abandoned products to see if this is actually true, ranging from abandoned storage units to items left behind at the register, to even going dumpster diving to get some thrown out products and much more. Because I want to figure out why and what these products are being abandoned. Also, shout out to HopeScope for this concept. She did a great job with it, so I figured we'd do it as well. So without further ado, let's go explore these abandoned products. There's a lot of them. I'm currently outside of Extra Space Storage, which is a storage unit facility here in New Jersey, and the abandoned property I'm about to get my hands on is somebody's storage unit. So basically there's websites online where you could just on auction bid for people's abandoned storage units. So if their lease expired and they don't claim their property, I could technically come in and then be the rightful owner of their property by bidding on it and then winning the bid. And so we're gonna be exploring some of the abandoned storage units that I actually won bid on, and there are some crazy ones, so I'm excited to go inside and see what people left behind for us. Okay guys, we made it inside and we're looking for unit 2094. So I placed a bid on this unit. It looked like a pretty good one. I don't know what's inside, but it was a little bit of a bidding war for this one. So you're about to see completely abandoned property from somebody, 2094, and hopefully we access something pretty cool. Here it is, 2094, this is ours. So I don't know what's inside this, but somebody completely abandoned whatever we're about to look at. All right, let's see if this was worth the money. In total, I think this unit was about $100 and I blind bid, so I have no idea what's inside. All right, 3, 2, 1. Bruh. Wait, what? There's like one thing in here. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's actually assess because maybe we could make some money on some of this stuff. So the very first glaring thing is this Vizio monitor. This looks like it was from the 1900s. But what's interesting is we do have a little like miscellaneous box right here. So let's see what we have in here. Lowers A for first date, lands dia for soulmates. Okay, is this? It's empty. It's not even what's... This is empty too. All right, here we go. Whole chicken. I have somebody's grocery list. Oh, this could be big. It's somebody's diary. We're about to see the secrets. Parking stickers? Parking space, 9 crawl space. This could be useful. Outside of that, I guess this is either the owner or the owner's daughter, but if this is you and you're watching this video, or if you know this person, tell them that we stole their property legally because I bid for this. All right, flannel Santa hat. It's kind of cool. And that looks to be it. Well, good thing I bought another abandoned storage unit, so we actually have 2 chances here. I would say we're 0 for 1 because there's nothing of value here. I certainly did not get back my $100 that I spent on this, but how about the next one? Because for the next one, I actually spent $120. So let's see what this abandoned product is that everybody's bidding on. Okay, we're heading to our next unit now. This is like the scariest place ever. Finding abandoned products, basically an abandoned warehouse. I mean, it's very clean and stuff, but look at this. It's like the most liminal space I've ever seen. Aha, so our storage unit was locked when we got here, so we went ahead and had somebody open it up for us, and we officially are ready to do the unveiling. 3, 2, 1. What? Bro, what is this? Wait. There's a busted safe inside of this? What happened in here? First off, there's a safe inside of basically a safe, but then this safe looks like it was blown up with a bomb. Look at that. Somebody tried to get into our safe. What is this? Wait, I think the parts are still inside. We might be able to see what we... Oh, wait, what? Oh my gosh, wait, there's actually things in here. I see a Visa gift card. I see health insurance cards. I see a credit card. Wait. Did we actually just stumble on something crazy? Somebody's true abandoned property is still here. Maybe this person died or something and they were unable to claim their things. So they just left like a little treasure hunt for people. We have somebody's checkbook. I could just write unlimited checks until we draw their entire balance down. Not sure if this works, but we have a camera. So if there's an SD card inside this or something, we might be able to access some of the images. Way more cards as well. Looks like this person loved their credit cards. Diamond Dream Jewelers. Oh, that would have been sick. And then over here, looks like we have a bunch of hangers, so that's not really of use. All right, somebody's dirty clothes, and that kind of smells. And last but not least, we have a Target bag that contains some shoes. All right, so the abandoned storage units, the first one was a complete dud, but this second one right here gave us maybe the craziest thing I've ever seen. I was not expecting to see a busted safe like this with somebody's credit cards inside. I feel like I have to file like a police report or something after this. I don't want to be attached to that whatsoever. But if you decide to buy an abandoned storage unit fortune and spend hundreds of dollars on it, I guess that's what you'll find. I might buy more of these, it's pretty crazy. All right, let's go ahead and find some more abandoned products because we're not just doing storage units. The next abandoned product we're gonna be getting is the donuts that they throw out at Dunkin' Donuts. So right now I am staked out in front of the dumpsters because it's about to be 9:30, right now 9:29, and that's when this Dunkin' closes. So I think that's when they're gonna throw out the donuts. And the goal is for me to go into the dumpster, retrieve these donuts, and then have the abandoned food all for myself. Because Dunkin' famously at the end of every night, they get new donuts coming in. So what do they do with the old ones? They just throw them out. All right, so now we wait. I'm gonna have to go a little bit incognito, so we have to be very quiet. I hope they don't see me, so we're gonna turn off this light, and I'm probably gonna shut up starting now. Okay guys, I identified the door. That's the door where they're gonna be coming out, and then that's the garbage right there, and hopefully they don't see me. All right, now we wait. It's a little bit past 9:30, so hopefully they still are doing this. Oh, the door just opened. The door just opened. Oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Wait. Oh, wait, I think they put it in the garbage. Hold on, hold on, hold on. He just dumped it. It's in this garbage. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now we're going to retrieve some of the donuts, hopefully. I hope they don't come out, this will be super awkward, but let's go ahead and dumpster dive. Okay, I don't see them, but they dumped it right in here. Oh, that's literally the bag right here. This is the bag with the donuts. Okay, I'm going to take the garbage bag out. Come on, give me a donut. There must be something in here. Okay guys, I can't find the donuts anywhere in that bag, which means that the donuts were probably all eaten or they're buried somewhere in the trash that I'm unable to get to. So I think we have to hit up another Dunkin' Donuts and try this again because there's one that closes in another 20 minutes. So maybe we can catch the next one. All right guys, we just pulled up to the next Dunkin' and it's 5 minutes till they close. I don't know if they threw out the donuts yet, but we're just gonna stay put and hopefully they walk out with a bin just like we saw at the other Dunkin'. There's a lot of garbage bins here, so I don't know which one it's gonna be in, but we're just gonna track them and then I'm gonna go dumpster diving. I need to get my hands on an abandoned donut. There they are, there they are, there they are. They're throwing out the garbage. Wait, I don't even see a bag in there. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it. Oh, one of those has to be the donuts. Okay guys, so this is the dumpster where they just put them in. There's a couple of bags here. I'm pretty sure this is the bag they just dumped in. Oh, jackpot. Oh my gosh, look at all the donuts in there. Oh my gosh. It's stale and it's in the garbage, but we have an abandoned donut. Look at all these donuts. That is so crazy. There must be like hundreds. All right, well, this loot box, I guess I will be taking with me. There is so many donuts in here. I don't recommend doing this. Dumpster diving is 1, both gross, and 2, I don't know if it's legal or not, so don't tell anybody, but pretty cool. I'm about to head into Target because the next abandoned products I want to purchase are products that are left in the wrong aisle, maybe left at the register, just general products at stores like Target that people just leave in the wrong area. So I'm gonna go aisle through aisle and then pick up all the items that people abandoned and then buy them all and see if we have any crazy surprises. So I actually previously worked at this Target for another video and I noticed there was a ton of items that were out of place. So I'm sure we're gonna have like 30 different items. Hopefully they're not too crazy, hopefully not too expensive, and hopefully there's not too many. Found an interesting one here. Somebody left baking soda on the chocolate chips. It's like they were about to bake a cake and then they decided that they don't want to anymore. I'll take that. I could always use some baking soda. They also left sugar here too, just all the cake ingredients. Okay, so we're in the toy aisle right now and I came across cashmere body mist. I feel like I kind of want this anyways, but this is certainly out of place. Somebody abandoned this. They decided they didn't want this, so I'll be taking it. What about in the doll section? Okay, in the doll section, we have cables, clearance cables. I don't know what the connection was here, but somebody brought these and then decided in this aisle that they don't want it. Neither do you. It wants to self-abandon. Let's go down this aisle now. We got some Elmer's glue. Ooh, we have an Lollipop. We have a fully drunken Lollipop, blackberry vanilla. I guess we'll take it. Somebody drank the goods in the store. And look at this too, wait. I guess we'll buy diapers as well. The cashier's not gonna understand, like, what's the rhyme or reason to anything I'm getting here. Look at this cart right now. Let's look in the book section, because anything that's not a book is clearly abandoned. Is this really what people are making? No One Likes a Fart, Butterface. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, this book is fire. This is my favorite book growing up. Everyone Poops. Highly recommend reading it. Well, well, well. In the sports aisle, we found a Crybaby's toy that's good for like a sleep routine. She's very drowsy, so let's go ahead and purchase her. So we're passing here and we found a grill pack of ketchup, relish, and yellow mustard. I don't know how long this has been here for, but we will be getting this. Maybe put atop that baby. Oh, this as well. You rule, I'll take it. Oh, here we go. Tons of abandoned things here. Some Super Focus, Paw Patrol Search and Rescue, and then some instant Fujifilm. This is what I'm talking about. That's the holy grail. This is like straight up, oh, I don't want these products anymore. Leave them there. All right, we're gonna go to the register now because a lot of people seem to leave things here. Dry erase board, look at that. That does not belong on the Twix, it belongs in my cart. Let's load up this random assortment of items now. Do you have any products that were left up here that are like abandoned products?
This is all that.
Oh, nice, yeah, I'll take all that.
Like HBO?
Yeah, for real. Literally anything we'll take.
All right.
Both pastas. Some good pickups here. Scrub and bubbles, pasta, garbage bags, and then we have this purse right here. Why would somebody want to leave this?
They had already spent way too much. I remember that one.
Oh yeah?
43 cents.
Yeah. All right guys, so just purchased all the abandoned products, $143, which honestly isn't too bad. And at the end, we cleared out the register as well. So we got stuff like the Barilla pasta, we got a little scrub thing here, garbage bags, and the whole works. Okay guys, so that's what it looks like if you try to buy all the abandoned products at your local Target. You'll get about 20 different items, including this wide range of things you see here, and it'll cost you about $145. I thought it was gonna be much more, but Target, I guess, is doing a good job of making sure that products are on the right shelf, and or people just don't really care to abandon things. They just have a lot of certainty around their purchase. Besides these items, but with that said, I now have a very wide range of products that I'm probably never gonna use, so I'm sure she'll be in the garbage in about 3 months. I'll give her. I had to include this next segment because it's not technically abandoned products, but they are a lot of products that you can't get in the United States in particular, and that is Temu snacks. So everything you see in front of me right here was $0. Like, I kid you not, $0. Right now they're doing a $0 special sales event if you use my exclusive promo code, so make sure to use that in the app. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but look at all these crazy snacks right here. Like, we have things that you can't get here in the United States. I mean, right here, for instance, we have chicken Lay's. What could this even taste like? Okay, it smells like chicken. It looks like chicken, but does it taste like chicken? Wait, this is actually fire. And on the chip theme, we also have a lot of interesting Pringles flavors from Temu. This one in particular with the tomatoes is catching my eye, so of course have to try this. Ketchup, I love ketchup. Ketchup flavored Pringles in 2026. We even have these green and pink Oreos, which I've never seen before. Two of my favorite colors combined, so I'm sure this is gonna be fire. Maybe it's like a matcha. Let me show you this. Not bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest wafer fan, but there's some interesting wafers right here. Who knows, maybe I'll be a convert. Pretty good. And then the main event here, we have ramen chips. You heard that right, $0 ramen chips. Do they taste like ramen? How do they do that? How do like the flavor scientists get ramen into a chip? But yes, new and existing users can enjoy $0 items on Temu. All you have to do is use my promo code and let me show you how. So first you're gonna download the Temu app, and then once it's downloaded, open it up, and then you're gonna go to the search bar right here. You're gonna enter my unique promo code, which is KOJ5875, like so. And then you can search all these amazing $0 items. Really cool offer that they're doing, so I wanna give a huge shout out to Temu for sponsoring this video and all their amazing snacks for $0. So get your hands on some of these and many more using my promo code KOJ5875. All right, let me clear this out because we have a lot more stuff we have to get to. Right here, I have somebody's abandoned luggage. So they actually have a website where you could purchase abandoned luggage that people will just like leave on the carousels at airports, and they ship it to you, and you could actually see what's inside and become the rightful owner. And in this case, I have this abandoned luggage right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what's inside. But first, let's start with the outside because this luggage is actually pretty tragic. It's a really old cheetah print with like some pink tape on it. So I'm guessing it belonged to a girl. If I had any guess as to what's in here, probably like, I don't know, t-shirts, it's kind of light, maybe like some makeup or something. There's like a lot of loose items in here. And then it looks like there's a lock. So I don't know if I'm able to get into this. I might have to go into this the old fashioned way. Now it really feels like I'm committing a crime, but to get in here, I think I'm just gonna have to like stab through. One second, I have an idea. All right, let's enter. Hopefully there's not like anything living in here. Feels like such a cartoon thing. And let's see, in this abandoned suitcase, we have a sweater, but the sweater is new. It's a $9 sweater from, I don't even know. What, was this person like shopping? Is this like return luggage? Another from Express, like a men's button down with the tag on it too. So I guess this person was shopping maybe? I'm so confused. Okay, like a little souvenir. I'm not sure what this is. From London, okay. Dominican Republic? Wait, what the heck? Where did this person travel to? Why do we have a London cup and then a Dominican Republic cup? Let me guess, we're gonna find like Japan next. Look how dirty this is, what? That is disgusting. Okay, so it's just like a blue t-shirt. Is that it? What a weirdo. Oh wait, there's one more thing, or two more things. A slingshot? From where? Jamaica? Okay, wait, that kind of pairs with the DR, so I guess this person maybe is traveling from London, forgot their clothes, and they were doing a Caribbean trip. Before we keep digging, I wanted to try out this slingshot because I've never actually owned one before, so I have the Nerf bullet right here. Pretty powerful. This thing's actually kind of crazy. All right, let's see what else this crazy person has, because so far, that's a lot of crazy things. Here we go, we got more things. Harry Potter magnet. Okay, I see shells, so this could also be something from the Caribbean. So I think it's fair to say this person was traveling to the Caribbean. Did they go to India? This is the most confusing person I've ever seen. Just look at this. España? They went to Spain too? I wish I was joking. I purchased like unclaimed luggage. They literally went to Asia too. Did this person just do an entire like world tour? Wow, it's like an endless bag. There's even more in here. All right, I'm leaving. This is not real. What? All right, well, that's somebody's abandoned luggage, and I have more questions now than I did when I first got this mystery luggage, so I don't like what I just saw. I feel like I was a part of something I shouldn't have seen, because this makes no sense to me. Everything from the disgusting looking luggage to what's inside of it. Really used dirty t-shirt, 2 new items, then they have all these different things from around the world. Very strange. I want to move on quickly, because I bet you if I reach in there, there's gonna be like a cut off hand or something. Let's get another abandoned thing. Hopefully it's not as weird as that. This next abandoned product that I got my hands on is one that we're probably all extremely familiar with, and that is the very first iPhone. So I somehow found one of the original iPhones from like 2008 on eBay, and I want to look at it because I haven't seen this since I actually had one, which was literally, I guess at this point, almost 20 years ago. So here's the 61st in the world ever made first iPhone. Look how tiny this thing is just to start. I mean, this is what it looks like in the palm of my hand. Here it is up against my 17 Pro Max, just so you can see the size difference. So obviously the first iPhone is abandoned because they ended up just evolving into what is now the 17, and I think maybe by the time you're watching this, could be the 18. This is what the original charger looked like, so it had one of these giant guys that you would put in on the bottom right there, and I doubt it turns on. I'll probably have to charge it, but let's try to turn this puppy on. I think I'd do the top button, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there we go. What does this look like when it's turned on? The very first iPhone. Oh my gosh, look at that. So this is what the original apps look like on a factory reset iPhone 1. So this is before iMessage, so they had something called SMS text, and this is what it looked like. And then when you return home, you click this button, and then it brings you back. Here's the calendar. Wow, the date is actually set to 2000. It's got photos here. Whoa, somebody took a photo? Oh my gosh. I think this is how, can I see like the properties of this photo from when it was? I guess not. In addition to that, we have a camera. This is what the camera quality looks like. If I'm to take a picture of here, this is what the quality looks like. Honestly, not that bad. I can't get over how tiny this is. This is what old YouTube looks like. So there was 5 tabs. It's not letting me connect right now, but we have most viewed videos that you're able to see, some bookmarks, search, and then history. Let's see if anybody was watching videos. No. Let's see if I'm able to get to one of my videos. I'm pretty sure that this is defunct though. This app doesn't support any video playback, but nonetheless pretty cool. You're able to see the old YouTube icon there. And then we have Safari right here. Let's try to visit YouTube from here. Your browser is outdated. Please use a device with a newer browser for the best experience. Nope, proceed to YouTube. All right, so unfortunately we are unable to play YouTube because YouTube's not loading anything. I think this device is way too outdated. I'm actually curious what the alarm sound is, if it's the same exact one that is the default that you'd use nowadays, so. Okay. This is like a ringtone. It's not even like the alarm. If you look on top here, this is the headphone jack. So whereas the current iPhones, you put it underneath where you basically charge your phone, it used to be on the top left right over there. And then if you look at the camera, it's just this little dot right here. So there's no lens or anything like that that's kind of protruding. And it's only 8 gigabytes. Now you can get iPhones with terabytes on them, but just 8 gigabytes here. And that's basically it. They don't even have an app store that didn't exist at this point. So what you see is all you can have. There's nothing else on here. You're not gonna find Flappy Bird, because even that is after this. This is the very first model. Look at the back of this thing too. All right, pretty cool though. This is the first iPhone ever. So if you're watching this video, chances are you might even be watching on a phone. If you are, hello, but you're probably on your TV because that's where 72% of you guys are. And if you're watching right now, by the way, make sure to subscribe. But this is what the first iPhone looks like. Again, just one more time. Look how crazy that difference is in size. But pretty cool to have my hand on the 61st iPhone ever made. Since I've bought and gotten so many abandoned products in this video, I figured it only makes sense if I abandon something for you guys in this video. So I have one of my Sambucha action figures right here. So I'm going to leave this without giving you the exact location right here in front of this pipe. Take a good look. That's exactly where he's gonna be. And the only clue I'll give you is that this door right here is super rusted and abandoned. And so right next to it over there is where you can find the action figure. Last time I hid it in a bookshelf and one of you guys found it. This time it's going to be here. Good luck. Right here I have Meta Ray-Bans, which everybody's probably familiar with. These of course are normal glasses that are equipped with a camera/video camera right there and some AI capabilities. They're ubiquitous at this point and everybody's aware of smart glasses like these. But did you know that prior to Meta Ray-Bans, there was actually another Meta Ray-Ban that was much bigger and much earlier in this wearable tech's world? And that is Google Glass. So Google Glass was a project that was introduced by Google in 2012 and they're basically the Meta Ray-Bans of Google. They were $1,500 when they launched and honestly they failed because they were just a little bit too early. People thought they looked a little bit too futuristic-y. There were a ton of privacy concerns, and they were just generally too early to the point where people were just uncomfortable wearing them. And I'm going to unbox them for you for the very first time. These things were very hard to get my hands on, so here we go. Google Glass. Whoa, this is actually crazy. Look at that. It's not even glasses. There's no lens or anything. I think this is like the thing you're supposed to look through. Just compare and contrast. These were made in 2012. Like this is what Google was onto. It's so lightweight. It's not bulky at all. I'm actually really excited to put these on. Let me go ahead and turn these on. So I'm gonna press right here. Okay, I think it's on. So I'll try to let you guys know what I'm seeing. Okay, so I see a screen. Do you see that? So right now I'm looking at low battery. So it's telling me to connect to the charger before setup. So I'm gonna charge this for a little bit and then we're gonna explore to see if this thing really should have been abandoned. But so far, really sleek, really cool, and it's such like a really small screen. I mean, it's obvious that I'm wearing them, unlike the Meta Ray-Bans, where they're kind of like dual purpose. They could just straight up be sunglasses, nobody knows. But these are very much like, you're not getting any protection. These are just purely for your entertainment and recording. All right, let me go ahead and charge these, but so far so good. I do like these. Okay, so I charged these things. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn these on, and I wanna show you guys what is inside. Glasses on, I have the earpiece in as well, so I'm able to hear any sort of playback. All right, so I met with the Glass, which is the screen for turning on right now. Hopefully it's charged enough where I could actually use it. Welcome to Glass. Swipe forward on touchpad to start. Great. Wow, this is actually really cool. So this controls everything. So right now I'm looking at a bunch of different screens. We'll try to show you guys, but it's kind of hard to capture. But it's basically telling me what to do. Okay, so you'll need to use your smartphone. All right, and unfortunately, it is not available in the App Store, which means that I am unable to proceed. So I can't actually use this at all. So unfortunately, I'm unable to use it, but I will still show you some things it can do. So for instance, you're able to say, okay, Glass, give me directions to that side of the room. Okay, great. Now there's arrows that are going to direct where I have to go. Okay, 100 meters left, and now I'm here. So they can give directions. They can also give weather. Okay, Glass, what's the weather? All right, and here's what the weather looks like. You could take photos. Okay, Glass, take a photo. Okay, Glass, how tall is Mount Everest? All right, they told me 29,032 feet. Let's see if that's correct. Wow, that is actually exactly correct. And anything like that. So you could do a lot of different things with this. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do everything because it's completely outdated and abandoned by Google. But nonetheless, pretty cool item overall. I think they should bring this back because Meta Ray-Bans are a little bit like too big and stuff, whereas these look super sleek and high tech. Right here is the PlayStation Vita, and this is actually one of the most popular and celebrated video game consoles of all time, but also one of the most abandoned. So in 2019, PlayStation officially stopped production on this thing, and the reason being was simple. Smartphones began to support casual gaming, so there's no more need for this. There's also some issues, like it had proprietary memory cards that got expensive. There wasn't first-party support from Sony, so if this thing ran into issues, there was no way to fix it. But largely, people generally love this device, and so I want to see it because I've never actually seen it before, and it kind of actually looks like a PSP/Switch crossover from the start. Let me know if you guys ever had one of these PS Vitas, but these were really popular, especially in Japan. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. Hopefully it has some juice in it. Oh, here we go, full battery. And it's actually up to date on the time and the date. Is it touchscreen? Oh, it is, wait, what? Oh, it's got good music too? Wait a second. It's like some Wii music. So it has a browser, it has messages. I guess this is like in-game, you can just sign up and like message people. And where do you play the games here? You can go to the PlayStation Store or you could insert the game disc right here. Looks like the cartridge goes in there. This thing could actually take photos too because it has a camera on the back. So if you want to take a picture of something, look at that. A full-on camera. Take a picture, save it, bam. It's very washed out. It's not the best looking picture, but you can take pictures. That's cool. Again, super low quality, but pretty cool. Like what other device has a camera on it? There it is right there. Let's see what else we got on here. Minecraft, wait, no way. Am I able to play Minecraft on this? Oh, you need a PS Vita card that contains this application. So why does it even offer me the option to click through if it knows I don't have it? All right, so not the smartest device. Can I at least like get on the internet or something? See if I can connect to YouTube somehow. So let's go onto the browser. Let's try to go on YouTube. Wonder what YouTube's gonna look like here. No, try searching to get started. All right, so you could even go on Shorts. I might be the first person to watch YouTube Shorts on a PS Vita. All right, we're officially watching Shorts.
Would you like to be my best friend? Get one.
Watching Shorts on the PS Vita. All right, so you're unable to scroll though, so you just have to watch the same short over and over again. Okay, let's go ahead and search now. So I searched me, and it looks like I'm getting suggested, but will my channel actually show up on this dinosaur of a device? Oh, let's go. It's not really loading the icons or the thumbnails, but hopefully I could click into one of my videos. Look at that text. All right, let's see if, maybe there's not even ads on this though. That'd be crazy if YouTube gives an ad to a PlayStation Vita.
You haven't seen this.
Can I at least skip it? Unskippable ad on the PlayStation Vita, are you kidding me? You know what? You guys are gonna get an ad right now. All right, welcome back. Now we're gonna see if my video plays on the PlayStation Vita. Come on, baby, come on, baby. I watched a full ad and it's refusing to play anything after it. I tried to click onto one of my videos, I got a single ad played and it's not even like playing the next ad. It just completely stalled out. So I don't think it's even possible to watch YouTube on this device. This thing is a complete waste for browsing. It really is discontinued and abandoned in a lot of ways. They are not supporting this browser whatsoever. Despite it being gone 7 years ago, it feels like a really archaic, like 20-year-ago device. Nonetheless, pretty cool. And like I said, if you ever had this device, let me know if you liked it. I've never played this before or done anything on it, but from what I can see, I see why it went away. Pretty cool though. The next abandoned product we're looking at is one of the most famous discontinued products of all time, and that is Coke. But not just any Coke, New Coke. So if you've never heard of New Coke, it was introduced in 1985 by the Coca-Cola company because they wanted to roll something out that could be a blind taste test competitor to Pepsi. And so it's just a sweeter formulation of just normal Coke. But within 79 days, there was such big public outcry with how stupid this thing was that they ended up discontinuing it and then just returning the original Coca-Cola flavor. Until 1990, when they renamed New Coke into Coca-Cola 2. So now we have New Coke and Coca-Cola 2. Both of these are effectively the same exact thing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Coke 2 does look pretty hype, and New Coke honestly as well. I do like that new, kind of gives me good intrigue. But both of these obviously didn't fare super well, hence why they were abandoned ultimately by Coca-Cola. And unfortunately, when I purchased these, they didn't actually ship me the drinks in it, so I can't taste it. I don't know if I'd even want to try anything from 30 years ago. But one abandoned product I did in fact get my hands on that is also a liquid competitor to Coke is Crystal Pepsi. So Crystal Pepsi is clear cola and it's caffeine free. I mean, look at this thing. It looks pretty disgusting. It looks like pee actually in a bottle, but it's 16 fluid ounces in a glass bottle and it came sealed. So I guess it's technically safe to drink. So I'm gonna try it right now. This is literally a 34-year-old Crystal Pepsi bottle. All right, let's do it. What sound does this make? All right, let me go ahead and have a sip of this and I'll let you know how the Crystal Pepsi tastes. Disgusting, but edible still, which is a really bad sign. You do not want your drinks to not be expired 35 years later. Okay, that aftertaste is disgusting, but these are all the Coca-Cola and PepsiCo products that were discontinued sometime in the 90s, completely abandoned. You can't find these anywhere unless you buy them for hundreds of dollars on eBay, but figured I'd show them to you guys because they are pretty cool, but they do not taste good. The next abandoned product I got my hands on is one of the most popular discontinued items of all time, and that is the iPod. Look at this thing. So it's an 80 gigabyte MP3 sort of player. I mean, if you've had one of these, you're probably over the age of 20 because I think they stopped making these like sometime in like the early 2010s. But this thing used to be, before the iPhone, like what people would separately hold to play their music. Let's go ahead and turn this on so I could show it to you guys. Oh, look at that. We have music, videos, photos. Now you might be familiar with the iPod Touch, which kind of looks like an iPhone, but the iPod is just its own separate thing and it has a port right here where you're supposed to put in your headphone jack and then you could just listen to music on here, just do whatever you want. Here we have a little size comparison. So as you can see, the iPhone is about 2x the size of the iPod. So people used to hold two devices in their pocket at once. So they'd have their music device, which was the iPod, and then they have their phone in their other pocket. But no more, now it's all fused into one, which I think is a lot better. But this thing is certainly a relic of the past, and I'm glad to have my hands on it. I can't unfortunately do anything because everything's discontinued and they no longer support it, but nonetheless, pretty cool. All right, guys, the next abandoned product we're gonna be looking for is actually abandoned police evidence. And in this case, I found two SD cards that the police actually shipped shipped to me. You're supposed to bid on these basically, and then if you win the bid, the police send it over. And I have no idea what's on these SD cards, but I have 2 of them right here. They have green dots on them and everything. They are in the police evidence bags. It's kind of a cute touch. And hopefully I'm not gonna find anything horrific. Like, I don't know. I don't wanna be implicated in any sort of crime just by watching this. This is an Amazon's basic micro SD. I'm kind of confused. So is this crime scene based, or is this something the police just decided to give me? All right, well, let's find out. So I'm gonna plug this in. Hopefully it doesn't kill my computer, and we're gonna see what's on this first one. Okay, so here we have it, removable disc J, and nothing's on it. It is literally completely empty. Nothing is on this thing. I just got scammed. So 0 for 1 right now. These police SD cards had nothing on them, and I bid like 50 bucks. All right, disappointing start. Let's look at the next one. So how about this second one? Because the first one, I can't believe I just got completely scammed, but this one may contain some crazy things on it. Now, I don't know what this green dot indicates, so if you guys work in law enforcement, maybe it means that these are cleared out and they're just selling me the actual SD card, which I have no use for. I mean, I guess it's an empty SD card, but hopefully this has something on it. All right, guys, moment of truth here. Let's see what we have. Here it is, disc J. I just got scammed by the feds. I purchased these and there's nothing on it. I think I'm just gonna abandon this video, so let's just wrap it up here. All right, guys, well, that's it for me because I quite literally have nothing else to explore because that's completely abandoned. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, be sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.